What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a brand new tutorial and video on the channel. I know you guys absolutely love these kind of tutorials, tactics, whatever, and I find my kind of niche, I think. And as you hear, I'm a bit sick. I feel not so good at the moment, but it's fine. I was like, okay, you've been smashing the past videos like this and this one, like almost 25,000 views on one and like 8k on the other one. So today I will be going into detail and going into depth how you take corners in EFC 24, because that could be game changing for you. How you take them short, but mostly how you take them direct, going first post, middle, or the back post. So let's just jump into today's video. So before we jump into depth on how we take the corners, obviously we need to choose our corner takers. So from the left side, I'm going to have Kevin De Bruyne, so we get the in-swinger, my bad, in towards the box, because the in-swinger for me, in my opinion, is easier than go with the outswinger. Of course, you can use the outswinger as well, so I could use Kevin De Bruyne on both sides, but I still think that the in-swinger is a bit better, because if you have someone that has an outswinger, it's very, very easy for the opponent to move the keeper, because he knows it's very, very hard to go direct on goal, basically. So from the left side, I will be choosing Kevin De Bruyne, who has 99 short passing, 96 curve, 99 long passing, and 87 free kick accuracy, which is really, really good. And then from the right corner, I have two left-footed players. I have Alphonso Davies, who has 85 curve and 84 long pass. I mean, you mainly want to look at curve here. And then we have Kai Havertz, who has 99 curve, 98 short passing, 94 long pass. In general, I've been trying both of them, and I think Davies is better, even though Havertz has way better curve. But for me, I will be picking Alphonso Davies. And I will show you some clips, not with Alphonso Davies or De Bruyne, but how I scored corners in the past using the in-swinger with both of them. And before we jump into depth, this is important. This playstyle can change corners for you. So, if you have a player that has dead ball silver or dead ball gold, it's easier for them to take the corners. Basically, where you aim, the corner will arrive, basically. Basically, because they have dead ball playstyle, will help with, obviously, corners, but also free kicks. So now, let's jump into the video, and I will show you how you aim, where you want to aim, and how you want to power up, where you want to run with the player, everything. So, we're starting off with the corner. If you see that your opponent is moving out the keeper a bit, I would advise you guys to either go for the back post corner or for the near post one. If he moves his keeper to the near post, then obviously you go back post. And you do back post by doing this. Don't touch anything in terms of the inside foot curled at the bottom, as you see there. Don't touch anything in terms of that. The thing with De Bruyne, for example, if you get De Bruyne and you have corners, the point where you want to aim is between the penalty spot and this kind of goalkeeper line here, where he's almost staying at, where my Haaland is at, basically. In between these two lines, you want to aim it at. And if you want to go back post, go 3.5 bars. As you see at the bottom left, it's not really clear how much power I will be putting up. But if you look at the bottom left right now, when I'm taking the corner, I'm just going to play this. You see, I'm going to do 3.5 bars of power, which means that I will go back post, and I also select Haaland in this case, because Haaland, obviously, he is my strongest player, and that's something that I didn't really include at the start of the video. Obviously, you need a player that has aerial gold, because that will help you massively, because they have a way higher chance of winning the header versus the likes of Van Dijk, Sörloth, Drogba, whatever. So get someone that has aerial gold, and then select them by pressing L1, so you select a player. Now I know automatically that if I press L1 once, it will go to Haaland, and that's my player that I want to use. So we do kind of almost in between the penalty spot and the white line there, where his Sörloth is standing, and then right in between there, 3.5 bars, I run back post automatically with Haaland. Here, I think Haaland should have scored, but it happens once again, as you see at the bars, at the bottom left. Almost 3.5 bars going back post, and this should have been a goal from Haaland, even though it wasn't. But that's how you take the corners for the back post. So, first option was the back post corner, and this is going to be the first post. And this one is really, really good if you know how to do it very quickly. As you see here, we basically aim once again between the penalty spot and the kind of goalkeeper line there, where you see the blue arrow is above, inside the box. The thing you want to do for the first post corner is to do 2.5 bars. And you do the first post corner when your opponent either has his keeper moving at the back post, or he's not moving the keeper at all. So, you see now, I aim in between here. I select my Haaland by pressing once again L1 towards him, and luckily for me, I just need to press it once, as I told you in the previous clip, and it goes automatically to Haaland. So I know for a fact, okay, I just need to aim in between. I select Haaland pretty quickly by just pressing L1, and then I aim it up almost 2.5, 3 bars to the first post, green timed, and that's a goal 10 out of 10 times. So if you look back at this chance, look how quick I am with just L1 in between 2.5 bars. Automatically goal. We do it once again. Look how quick I am with, okay, the chance happened, doesn't matter. But if you're quick enough to do this, this is also, I mean, 99% chance of going in every time, because it's so hard to obviously get your keeper out there. I don't think there's even like a physical, you know, chance to get him out there, because I do this so quick. I just aim up, aim a bit towards the right with De Bruyne, and then automatically a goal. And in that case, I'm just going to say the dead ball is helping massively, because dead ball, as I said, is a lot more accurate in terms of where you put the marker, basically. So that will help you massively. And that's the first post corner. And let me show you one more clip of the first post corner. So, for the last corner, as we've spoken about at the start of the video, this is going to be the kind of middle post corner. And you want to use this if your opponent is not moving the keeper, or if he's moving his keeper not too really far out, if that makes sense. As I said, we want to have in-swingers, which means in this case, I was using Theo Hernandez. Now, I'm using Davis, obviously, but Theo was really, really good at corners for me. So, the thing you want to do if you want to aim for, like, the corner to be around, like, the middle of the box, around the penalty spot, basically, you want to do this. Okay, so if you look at the ball, for example, we haven't changed anything in terms of, you know, curve or anything for the back post and the first post. You don't need to switch anything for curve. For the penalty spot one, you need to. So the thing you do is you aim basically towards the ref. You see the ref at the back there. He's standing basically like outside of the penalty spot. You want to aim at him, maybe a bit more left, depending on how much curve your player has. The thing you want to do with the curve then is you want to go as max as you can to the left here. So you want to do like inside foot curled, and you want to do inside foot curled basically starting from this point. So you want to do, as I said here, just move your stick to the left when you're taking it with a left-footed player, or to the right when you're taking it with a right-footed player. So for De Bruyne, I'll move it to the right as max as I can, and just like in a straight line in the middle there. And then you want to aim for the referee, and then look now how many bars we do. So I aim there, I select Haaland once again, of course, and I basically do around, you know, I guess 3.5, 3.2 bars. Gets to Haaland. Obviously didn't score this time, and this is against FUT Mark, who is a fantastic pro player. He did very, very well in the Pro Open, finished second in the World Cup last year, so a fantastic pro player. And this just shows that this corner is effective against anyone, really. So once again, doing it as max as you can to the left. Try to aim for the referee standing outside of the penalty box. 3 to 3.5 bars of power. And as you see, he hasn't really moved his keeper out too much. And this is basically because when we go towards the penalty spot, most of the times the keeper doesn't really go out there, which obviously causes you to have like a great chance of scoring. Basically when you have Haaland, Sørloth, Drogba, whatever. And once again, I'll show you Theo Hernandez to, you know, 3.2, 3.5 bars. Obviously Haaland can score this. If he goes for a header here, I think he scores. But that's how you do the penalty spot corner. So this is not going to be me taking a corner, but it will be me kind of showing what Mark is doing when I'm moving my keeper too much first post. So the thing he can do here, if he has a player that with really good curve, he can score this directly into the net. But the thing Mark does is he sees that my check is very, very close to the first post, so he goes forward post. And I showed you guys how to do the forward post corner. It's very, very easy. Mark is doing exactly the same thing as I showed you guys at the start of the video. He fakes going first post, then runs back post. He should have scored this with Sørloth. But in the end, that's when you want to use it. Basically, when your opponent is moving the keeper too much towards the first post. So, if you decide for yourself to just go with the outswinger one, this can be how you want to use the outswinger then. So, I have Kevin De Bruyne here, and where you want to put the marker here when you have a player that's going with an outswinger. Normally, I would go with a left-footed player here, but I just wanted to show you guys. If you are really want to use a player to do corners with as an outswinger, you do this. So, you want to basically aim kind of where the keeper was located, like a bit more to the inside of kind of like the small rectangle inside the box. I don't know what it's called, that's why I'm calling it that. And then you want to do almost 2.5 bars. So if we go back, watching how we get this corner, and just play it. Maybe I'm up here, should have scored, doesn't matter. Just look how much power I do. I do basically a bit more, as you see there. Basically 2 to 2.5 bars. I just ran with Haaland towards the first post, and Haaland should have scored this, but doesn't matter. We go back at it, watching it once again. So just a bit more inside towards the white line, as you see there, and then 2 to 2.5 bars of power. We fake going backwards with Haaland, which means that most likely he would follow us with the keeper. Now Marks reads this, so he doesn't follow us with the keeper, which means, okay, then we just run towards the first post, trying to get in front of his Peter Cech. As you see, Cech is not looking towards the ball. Haaland should have scored this, but that's how you take a corner with an outswinger. So, second attempt of showing you guys how I do the first post corner. Just as I said, take the right stick, aim it kind of around, I mean, in the middle of the penalty spot and the white line. Now I didn't do that, which means that this corner is going to be very close to the near post, which means I select Haaland very quickly. Mark, who I'm playing in this case, moves his keeper, I mean, out, but not really towards the first post, which is good for me. So, the thing that I do here, 2.5 bars to 3 bars, and we run first post with Haaland, but The main thing why this didn't go in is because I did it too much with the first post, because you want to get that kind of angle when you do the corner. So I would need to go a bit more to the right, as I said, in between the penalty spot and the white line. Now I didn't do that, and that means it's going to be easier for the opposition's goalkeeper to catch the ball like he did in this case, which causes me to not score. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it probably wasn't the best video as I'm not really feeling too well, but yeah, thank you so much for the support recently, guys. You guys are the greatest. Welcome to all of you new guys that's been subscribing to the channel. I see every single comment, and I'm also trying to respond to every single comment. So thank you so much for the kind support and always being there. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. But as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.